Hi, my name is John Tuggle. I'm with the TriDoc in Cedar Park, Texas. This is Dr. Robbie Noor. We are here to talk to you today about foam rolling. Foam rolling is self-body massage. It is fantastic. I love it. I believe in it, and we tell all of our patients to do it. So if myself or Dr. Noor has yelled at you and told you to come here, we ask that you pay attention to this video, and hopefully you'll learn something today. This right here is a foam roller. This is the Trigger Point Grid foam roller. This happens to be my favorite foam roller. You can buy these at the clinic, you can buy these at any running store, you can buy these online at Amazon. You can pick and choose. But what I really like about this one is it has a solid surface on the inside. Right here, if you look into it, and then the outside stays firm. And so over a period of time, after continued amounts of use of foam rolling, they don't break down. So while this foam roller has been used like crazy, it still works just like it did when it was new. This is the original traditional foam roller style here, and these work fine. I'm not going to say that they don't work, but over a period of time, these, because they get a little soft here, will actually have a tendency to break down. So a lot of times I see these at like gyms and different things like that, and they have like a divot in the middle of them. That's because they're so broke down. If you have one of these, I would highly recommend that you throw it in the trash or give it to your kids to play with, and actually buy a good one that will actually be effective. Because if you're foam rolling and you're not using the right tools, you're kind of wasting your time. So without further ado, we're going to move into the foam rolling and show you what we're going to do here. So for sake of brevity, we're actually going to go through the materials faster than it'll actually take you to foam roll, but we want to give you the idea. So I want you to pay attention to the times that I say and not how long we actually do it here in the video. So like your parents would always tell you, do what we say, not what we do in this particular video. So here we go. Starting with the calves, you're going to take one calf, you're going to put it on top of the foam roller. You're going to take your other leg, you're going to place it on top of the other leg, and this provides additional weight to be able to push the right leg down into the floor. You're going to pick up your body, and you're going to start to rock back and forth. We're going to roll all the way from behind the ankle, all the way up to behind the knee. And the big focus here you want to stay on is really to stay on top of the muscle here, because that's where you're going to make the most difference. Now what we're looking for, you're going to find little knots. They're called trigger points. They're owie spots. They don't feel good, and your first thought is going to be like, ooh, I don't want to roll over that and try to avoid that. But in reality, what you want to do is that's the area you want to rock over. So you're going to do this flat for 60 seconds. Now, I will tell you sometimes people that if you have a really tight calf, you won't be able to tolerate this. When you lift the other leg on it, it'll hurt so bad that you can't take it. In the event that you do that, we're going to take this leg and we're going to remove it back, and we'll go and we'll just roll the leg by itself. Now, I want to make a note, if you do that, we only want to do that for a week or two. You want to quickly be able to put the other leg on top of it so that you're getting the most effective use of your time. After you've rolled up flat on the calf for 60 seconds, we're going to stop. We're going to turn the leg to the outside. You're going to put the leg back on top of it, and you're going to roll the outside for 60 seconds. And sometimes on the inside of the outside is generally where it's going to become the most tender. The calves in general just suck the foam roll. That's part of it. If this hurts real bad while you're doing it, that's the reason you need to be doing it. After you do this one for 60 seconds, we're going to stop. You're going to turn the leg to the inside. You're going to put the other leg back on top of it. You're going to roll the inside for 60 seconds. You're going to roll all the way from the bottom of the muscle to behind the knee. Avoid rolling behind the knee. There's a lot of vessels, blood vessels, and it gets real nervy in there, and it's not going to feel good and not really give you any therapeutic value. After you finish the calves, we'll stop. So each calf is going to take 3 minutes, 60 seconds in each plane, and you will do that on both sides. Now we're going to move to the hamstring. You're going to place the right leg on there, you're going to place the other leg on top of it, you're going to roll back and forth. The hamstring is a really thick group of muscles, so a lot of times when people roll the hamstring, they tell me, oh, I don't really feel anything. Well, that's okay, you just want to continue to roll on them. The hamstrings are a little bit different than the rest of them. We roll on the hamstrings for 90 seconds. Just back and forth, basically the flat plane. After we go to the hamstrings, now we're going to move forward to the glute muscles. So this way you're going to actually sit up on it. Now we're going to show you, this is the side we're going to roll on, but I want to show you one thing first. You want to turn your body like a 45. So Robbie, let's switch, and we're going to actually look at the other side. So this is what it's going to look at. So you're going to have, in this particular instance, he has his left side down. That's the side that we're actually treating, and the right side is actually up, but it's like at a 45 degree. So now we'll switch back. You're up at a 45 degree on your left side, and you're going to roll back and forth. And you're going to go up, and you basically stay around the buttocks, and you're going to go all the way up to the hip. You'll feel those same kind of hurt, trigger point like feelings, but a lot of times people report in the glutes, it's almost like a good hurt, like the body's just crying for this to be done. We do this one for 60 seconds, rocking back and forth. After we do the glutes for 60 seconds, then we're going to do the piriformis. You're going to stay in the same position, but you're going to take your left leg and you're going to cross it over the right leg. And you're actually extending the piriformis when you do this, and you're going to go back and rocking back and forth. This one's going to be a little bit lower. You're going to stay in the bottom half of the buttocks when you do this, and you'll feel a tight spot. If that piriformis is tight, you're really going to feel this. We're going to do this same move here for 60 seconds. And this will be the piriformis rolling. After we complete this, you're going to do the TFL. I do want to show you right here that in this particular area, this right here is approximately the IT band. This area up here is the TFL. In times past, we taught people how to foam roll this, but recent literature has shown us that rolling the IT band is super painful, and it can actually cause the IT band to adhere within the muscles on the side. So now we're telling people, do not do that. Your best bet is, if you're having issues with the IT band, is have some therapy done to be able to loosen it up, and just focus on the TFL. So do not roll the IT band. We just want to roll the TFL. So what we're going to do in this time is we're going to turn now on his side. You turn all the way over on your side, and you're going to start with that shortened area that I just described to you, and you're going to rock back and forth. This again is a 60-second area. You're going to rock back and forth on. Again, most people will talk about this as a hurt, but generally this is more of a good hurt. After you've done the 60 seconds there, now we're going to switch over and we're going to do the quads. And this one, you basically put your body in a plank position. You can see Robbie's just laying in a plank position. And you're going to cross this leg over on the other side, and you're going to go all the way up and all the way down on the quads. This one is another 60 seconds rolling period time. And if you find knots here, they'll generally be pretty tender. But again, this is a great place to continue to roll. And the last part of foam rolling is we're going to roll the adductors. And this is an area that even a lot of people that claim that they roll are generally missing. It's really important, especially with runners and even cyclists, is that you want to be able to have the mobility within your hips. So on this one, you're going to get into a frog leg position. You're going to lay down on the foam roller, and you're going to start right before the knee, and you're going to roll it all the way in. The closer you get to your hips, the more uncomfortable this is going to be. If it hurts real bad, again, this is a reason you need to be doing this, and this is a great one to really be able to open up the hips when we do this. And this one, again, you're going to do for 60 seconds. And then when you conclude this side, then what you're going to do is you're going to switch, and you're going to do everything on the other side. Now, the reality of it is, it doesn't matter what order you do these in. The most important thing is that we get the time that we need to be able to get all these in. Only do this, obviously most foam rolling, if you haven't been rolling, it's going to hurt a little bit to a certain level. If you have any questions or concerns, or you have any amount of a lot of pain, you should check with your doc, chiro, PT, to make sure that you're not hurting anything. Thanks a lot from Cedar Park, Texas. We're glad you watched this today. Have a great day.